Hi there, this is Colleen Power Kupka with Rejuvenate Hormone and Weight Loss Center here in Scottsdale, Arizona. I think I got a good video today and like to share it with you. And first question, have you taken the Depo shot for birth control, or do you have an IUD, or do you do oral contraceptives? So this might be of good information for you. Share it with your friends if you find it to be, and then also let me know your thoughts, okay? So I am calling this synthetic progestins, why the risk just keeps showing up. So basically, a new study just linked Depo-Provera birth control shot to brain tumors. And honestly, I'm not surprised. It was published in JAMA Neurology, and the study followed over 10 million women. It showed women that were on the Depo-Provera shot had over double the risk of developing a meningioma or a brain tumor, especially after 4 years of use, or if they started at later age of 31 years old. So this is why it matters. We need to separate progesterone from progestin. Progesterone is natural, right? Our bodies have always made it. Our ovaries make it. Bioidentical progesterone, what we give out today in the hormone clinics, is bioidentical, and it matches exactly what our bodies have made. What does it do? It supports sleep, helps protect our brain, our breast, our heart, and so many different things. Progestins, though, I'm telling you, they are synthetic knockoffs. They look similar, but they are structurally different. They're made in a lab. Think of them as a fake key. It might open that lock, but it scratches everything up. And so what does I mean by that? They show up as side effects and risks. So that's what those scratches are. This study makes a difference crystal clear. Depo-Provera shot more than doubled the risk of meningiomas, brain tumors. Now, what they did show is oral medroxyprogesterone, a smaller but still measurable increase in risk. Other contraceptives such as IUDs or combined oral pills didn't show a tumor signal in the data set. But let's pause on that, okay? Because many IUDs, or they all, except for one that I'm aware of, they release a synthetic progestin. And while they're marked as local, like they're not supposed to go anywhere else, many disagree upon me with this. I feel that they do. Why? Because women feel systemic effects. It affects their mood. It affects their, maybe they have acne or breast tenderness and even weight gain. So what does that tell us? It probably circulates. So whether it's injected, swallowed, or placed in the uterus, your body still has to process these synthetic progestins. And this isn't the first time synthetics have raised red flags, right? So back in 2002, the Women's Health Initiative terrified millions of women thinking all hormones were dangerous, screamed, hormones cause breast cancer, strokes, and heart attacks, and blood clots. But here's what most people don't know, including some providers. It wasn't that estrogen wasn't the problem. The estrogen only arm, which was the women that had hysterectomies, those risks just were not there. In fact, breast cancer rates actually decreased and went down over time, and that they also found that there was probably some cardiac protective measures on this. The real culprit was the synthetic progestin side, which was Provera mixed with an estrogen. That's where the risk spiked: clots, heart attacks, breast cancer. So the WHI, it didn't prove that hormones are dangerous. What it did do is it proved synthetic progestins are dangerous. And now 20 years later, we're seeing the same pattern again. So here's the bigger question. How much more evidence do we need before we stop calling synthetic progestins a good drug? We've seen the risk in the past, and we're seeing them again now. And unless medicine shifts towards safer options, we're going to keep reading the same headlines for years and years to come, 10 years, 20 years. Women deserve better, right? So let's tie this back to where we started. That JAMA Neurology study linking the Depo shot to brain tumors. It wasn't a surprise. It's just the latest reminder that synthetic progestins carry the baggage, right? From tumors to clots to heart disease to breast cancer. Your body knows the difference between natural progesterone and synthetic progestins, and it's not going to react very good with the synthetics. History just keeps repeating itself every time synthetics are tested. The risks pile up. So in ending, if you would like the truth behind the headlines, and real clarity about your hormones. Follow me, stick with me here. I'll keep breaking it down and without all the spin. Also, if you'd like a free hormone consult, 15 minutes on the phone, give me a call, 480-589-3999. I pick up my own phone, so leave a message if I don't answer. Okay? Also, check out my website. It's loaded with information, rejuvenatemyhormones.com. And at that, cheers to rejuvenating your hormones and weight loss and whatever goals you're working on today. Bye-bye now.